All right, episode 18, Jujutsu Kaisen, Sage.
Mm-hmm.
Starts with Megumi and Kamo. So you got to see a little bit of Kamo and his ability, which turns out to be a blood ability.
Yeah, it was really badass,
It
actually.
was kind of, honestly, I was like, all right, when Megumi told us how he was doing it with, I assumed he was just sticking himself with his arrows, because the arrows would follow
Because he had blood on
Megumi.
him, right.
Mm-hmm. I was like, all right, so eventually you're going to prick yourself to death
Right.
at one point. Nah, he just carries around bags of blood.
No, remember, he's doping.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
Yeah.
What it's like, just...
He's, like, increasing his ability to use his technique. And
That's when his eye exploded, like he was straining too hard to just...
Yeah.
Okay, so carries around bags of blood.
You find out that, and I think we knew this already, but it wasn't like expanded upon in the earlier part of the season, that Megumi is a part of the Zenin family. And we don't know the relationship yet between him, Maki, and Mai, but we do know that they are from the same family.
Well, there's only 3 clans of sorcerers.
There's 3 top clans.
Right, and like, if you're decent, I would assume if you're a Jujutsu sorcerer, you come from mainly one of those clans. Unless you're an outsider like Yuji.
Yeah.
Who becomes one because...
I'm sure not all
hell,
of them,
why not?
But probably
right, like
the top ones
yeah.
go from them. And then that Kamo is from another family. So...
Obviously, families fight.
And he fights for his mother, and Megumi fights for his sister. So Kamo thinks that they are one and the same, and...
similar. I'd give them similar.
Megumi disagrees.
So... Their fight scene was good.
It was good.
I think it was... But then, I the whole time I was waiting to see more of Megumi's power.
There is a still image in that fight where Megumi tamed an elephant. And there is this black and white shot of the elephant before it comes out. I think it was the best still shot in the entire series so far. And I'm going to put it in the edit. And it is
Or it's like
amazing.
the elephant was still the shadow,
Yes.
sort of. And he was generating, which was a pink elephant.
Yeah.
All tatted up.
I think it was the single best shot of the entire show so far.
And flooded out Kamo.
And we haven't watched Demon Slayer in the show yet, but the water effect that Megumi used is replicated in Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer uses that same water animation style.
I like that. It was
beautiful.
like, you could almost feel the texture of that water.
Yeah,
and you
really cool.
felt that, like, that hit and that pressure that put him out into the courtyard.
And then Hanami interrupts the fight, and we get him...
what's Benito Flake's name?
We're going to call him Benito Flakes, because I still don't remember.
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
That's
Benito
all I
Flakes.
know him by. He only talks in tuna and kelp.
Yeah.
But he runs into the first grade curse out in the woods.
Which looked terrifying, by the way.
He called the girl, Momo, put her to sleep, which I thought was neat.
It was neat, yeah.
So, and then...
He said, Mekamaru's calling me. No, sleep.
And down. And they were worried about it. All the teachers, all the principals, they were worried. But then the whole ambiance of the whole woods changed.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, okay, so what's going on? I started getting nervous for him. Because to me, he's, as we've discussed in previous episodes, he's only so good. Like, I think he's got definitely limited power. And then you saw because you were shown that the principal upgraded the second grade curse to a almost first grade.
Yeah, so the principal, remember, he wants to kill Yuji.
Yeah,
so
do you
he
think a
opted
first
from
grade could do that?
Well, no, remember, he wanted the fight between Yuji and Todo to wear down Yuji enough to where then a first grade could kill him.
Okay. Because he was wounded, had blood, that mixing with everything.
He did not anticipate Todo finding his best friend because he likes tall women with fat asses.
Yeah, and painted a whole beautiful future with each other.
In his head like this.
It was just amazing.
Yeah.
And then, so you saw this little slimy little ball, pile of goop of the curse on the floor that they've tagged.
Mm-hmm.
Have a special vial, whistle that controls it. Fast forward, Benito Flakes sees the head poke out from the woods. I'm like, shit, he's going to die. Because he's probably good enough to fend off one for a little bit.
Tell him not to move.
Right. So then, bam.
You saw Benito Flakes look at the woods, and you saw that ominous cursed energy come out, and you think, damn, that first grade is going to be badass. It wasn't the first grade. It was Hanami.
Because then the head of the first grade goes rolling off.
Yeah, and here comes Hanami.
Hanami comes up with his stick as eyes and just generates this tree-like bark thing that follows them, and then the other two, Megumi and Kamo, is outside fighting each other, and then they see these trees coming up, and he's like, run.
Yeah.
And what happens with that? You should run.
So, he was triple teamed. He had that blood manipulation technique by Kamo. He was told not to move by Bonito Flakes, and Megumi hit him with Nu. And all three of them, and a sword.
Oh yeah, he did the most, I think.
And all three of them can't even penetrate his skin. I want to say something really quick about Hanami. I really, for the first time in a cursed spirit, was like, I really feel you on this.
No, I honestly took him as the cursed energy of the earth.
Yeah, he is like the cursed spirit of Earth.
And I was like,
you know what?
You wronged it so much because you said they're built off negative energy.
Yep.
And what is this damn earth?
So wait a minute. So he is the negative energy that Earth has produced over its hatred for humans.
That's how I took it.
To me, that's such a badass thing.
Yeah.
And it makes me want to root for him as a bad guy. It's like, damn.
Because I don't think he's a bad guy.
No, of all the cursed spirits that want to see like humans die, I think he's the most in the middle between good and bad.
He's out for the earth.
Yeah. And he just so happens to be a cursed spirit. I just thought that
Speaks
was a really...
for the trees.
It made me really like
him
him as a cursed spirit. And I haven't liked any cursed spirits to the point where I like root for them. In Vinland Saga, we rooted for Askeladd. And he wasn't the one, the protagonist that the story wanted you to follow. No. But you just grew to like him a lot.
Right.
I think that I've already
Do we know enough about Tree Man?
No, I like his mission.
Okay.
All I need to know is what he's fighting for.
And
he's fighting for Earth and the fact that humans are destroying it, and he's there to end humans because of what they're doing to the planet. And it's like, man, I can sympathize with that.
So that's about to get real intense.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have Pops, who is...
He's about to riff on a guitar.
Stop it. Stop it. That...
No, you know what? I love the fact that this show takes like different routes with how cursed energy works. It's not just everyone has a weapon. It's like somebody uses speech, someone uses blood, Gramps uses
a guitar.
That
he dresses the attire. I don't know. Lost me. Quick second. And it was like, all right, bald dude coming up, wants to make a coat rack out of somebody, hammers nail on the ground, separates Gojo from getting in there, blocks him out. Cool, interesting. And then we turn the corner and Grandpa is rocking out, man.
Yeah. I think it's cool because cursed energy can manipulate in a million different ways. And it's like...
Did he have to dress like that, though?
I don't know. Like, maybe it's just his thing. Yeah. He's 97 years old. Let him do his thing.
Really? He's 97?
I have no idea.
Oh, yeah, he's like 450.
Yeah. Look, listen,
Gojo was making fun
opening his
time.
eyelids, okay? Yeah. He burns energy by opening his eyelids, apparently.
But he was ready. He was... Go on. I'll take him.
And we'll see what he does. Yeah, we'll see what he can turn that guitar cursed energy into.
I think, honestly, he's a lot more powerful than I think. Because he's obviously been alive for thousands of years and managing fairly well in the principal of the school. He's in charge.
Yeah.
I'm
interested
very
in see what
old-fashioned.
he's going to do. Remember, he was really concerned about Momo.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
No, that was a lie.
No, it wasn't.
He just played that part. He
No, it
doesn't care
wasn't.
about anybody but killing Yuji.
No, he is an old tradition. The reason why Gojo wants to replace him and the other higher ups is because they're too rigid in their old structure. They very much care about their sorcerers. They draw the line at, are you a cursed spirit? They see Yuji as a cursed spirit.
Oh, I didn't take it that way. I thought he just didn't care because he's like imagining all this. Oh yeah, go save her.
Oh no, he definitely cares about her.
Okay.
Because she's not a cursed spirit. Yuji to him is just a cursed spirit, so he doesn't care about him.
Yeah.
He's not some heartless old man. He has his morals. He just doesn't see Yuji as a sorcerer. He doesn't see him as a kin. He sees him as an enemy, which is why he wants to kill him. Because he doesn't know him and the fact that he can control Sukuna.
Because Sukuna's the problem, not Yuji necessarily.
So, and I could see his point of view. I don't agree with it, but I can see his point of view. But he does care about the other Jujutsu sorcerers.
All right, I'm ready to see what he does.
So we'll see. That was episode 18, Sage.
And
we're going to get ready into the fight scene with Hanami and the rest of Jujutsu High, basically.
We're nearing the end of Jujutsu Kaisen.
Not quite yet.
Not quite.
There's a
lot
lot
to
to
happen. And I'm excited because this is... The schools are fighting each other now. This is the true power of a Jujutsu sorcerer
Minus Gojo.
He is the power.
Yeah, he is the power.
He's not even... They obviously separate him for a reason. Because it wouldn't be fun.
Exactly.
Because the show would end it at episode 18.
Yeah.
We'd be done here, boys.
So, guys, that was episode 18. If you like what we're doing here, like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next episode. See ya.